All right. Thank you all for watching Competing Cornfields. I'm here with Tyler Bordeaux.
Okay.
So do you got any people, places, or sponsors that you'd like to shout out?
Um, Sponsor wise, I don't have any right now, so nothing in that area. But people wise, yeah, I got a lot. Just all my family and friends for supporting me. My girlfriend Sage, she's really been a big support throughout this MMA career, and then everybody here at LBJJ. I mean, all my teammates. There's countless, too many to name off, but all my teammates, coaches, everybody here, especially Mike Aquila and Nick Norris. These guys really helped develop my MMA game, and so many other fighters here at this gym.
Yeah, yeah, no, they definitely really know it all. It's the place to be.
Mm-hmm.
So you tell us a little bit about your martial arts or athletic background or sports wise.
Yeah. I wrestled for 2 years in high school, freshman and sophomore year. That was it. And then I honestly hated wrestling in high school.
It's a grind.
Yeah, it was very tiring, and I dreaded every practice, and yeah, I ended up quitting honestly because of that.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was all I had really growing up was those 2 years in high school, and then started doing Brazilian Jiu Jitsu here. That would have been the start of 2020, right before COVID started, and I started doing that just to get in shape and find something new to do, and then shut down for COVID, yada yada, and then when we reopened back up, that's when I wanted to start doing MMA, just branch out from Jiu Jitsu, just doing pad work and wrestling and whatnot. And then, yeah, it was like beginning of 2021. I was like, you know what? I kind of wanted to start coming into sparring too. And then, just slowly, step by step from there. Eventually, yeah, it was August of 2021. Had my first MMA fight.
Yeah, yeah. Currently undefeated.
Yep. 3-0 right now.
Nice. Next up on December 3rd. Is that correct? At Pinnacle Bank.
That was the plan.
Oh.
I was supposed to have a matchup, and then I don't know the reason. I think he backed out. But yeah, nothing at the moment right now. But hopefully we can find someone.
All right. Well, I mean, regardless, getting a bunch of training in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm still training, just like I got a fight coming up.
Right. Hey, you never know.
Right.
I mean, I guess it depends on a lot. But would you consider a shorter notice fight?
Um, if I'm in shape and I feel good leading up to, how far out it is, yes. That's what my first fight was. It was like 2 weeks notice. Henry just came up and asked me, he's like, hey, I got a guy if you want to do it in 2 weeks here. And, I mean, my heart just like dropped. I was like, oh shit, can I actually do this? Like, I don't know if I'm ready. I was planning on doing it in December. But, I mean, I've been training my ass off all summer and I was in good shape, so just bit the bullet and did it. And yeah, ended up coming out with a win.
Yeah. There we go. That's what's important.
Mm-hmm.
I guess whenever you started doing jujitsu or anything like that, did you even think that you would fight? Did you think that you would eventually fight? Or?
No. I had no intentions of ever hopping in a cage. I thought it'd be like, you're fucking crazy if you ever want to do that.
Right.
But I mean, it's just you slowly get more and more used to just taking more and more on in terms of martial arts, and then next thing you know, you're hitting pads. Next thing you know, you're showing up to Friday sparring. You know,
Having some
hit
success.
in the face. Yeah. I mean, that was probably the most nervous thing I ever had was going sparring for the first time. I mean, I remember sitting out in that parking lot, just like, I'm just gonna go home. I don't want to do this. But I mean, yeah, just getting out of your comfort zone and just slowly, step by step, just growing as a fighter.
Right. And then I guess growing as a coach as well now, or
Yeah.
at least coaching classes, right?
Yeah.
How did or was that a big jump, or were you ready for that, or how did?
Yeah, that was I should say short notice. I knew about it for a while, but it was unexpected. Hugh Ellerman, the wrestling coach here at LBJJ, he ended up having a kid in August. Him and his wife. They ended up having a kid, so he's been on leave for a while. Yeah, he came up and asked me if I wanted to coach wrestling. I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, it's been an experience, trying to be able to explain things to others that, especially, you know, people coming in this gym, they might not have any background of wrestling at all. So just being able to break down technique like that, it's been a challenge in itself. But it's also, I think, helped me grow as a wrestler too, or being able to break down those finer points of, you know, what angle should I come in on this attack, or manipulating their balance, their shoulders, and whatnot. It's definitely, I think it's helped me out a lot as a wrestler, just coaching other people.
Yeah, yeah. I also like that. Yeah, so you do think it like makes you a lot better coaching other people and breaking down that technique and everything. Where instead of like, I don't know, I feel like if I was a coach on my first day, I would be like, just do it.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah.
single leg, just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where I didn't want to run into that problem, so I went the complete opposite direction of, I think I over-explained it a little bit, like the first probably 2 or 3 weeks, where I could just see the look on people's eyes, just going right over their head. Everything I was explaining worked. Yeah, I just was not stop talking for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Just show them how to do a single leg.
Yeah. No, that's good. Yeah. No, definitely breaking down that technique and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any MMA goals that you care to share, or like where you might, where would you like to see yourself eventually?
I think the goal at the moment is I'd like to fight for an amateur title at some point, but beyond that, nothing really. I mean, when I started out, I just wanted to do one fight at a time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just make my debut fight, see if I still like it, keep doing it, and I ended up really liking it. And yeah, it's been taking one fight at a time, and I think now the next step is trying to go for that amateur title whenever that presents itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just kind of getting out with no injury would be nice as well.
Yep. Taking care of my body. Yeah. That's the hardest part too. Is trying to stay healthy. Like just today, injured my back.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there's just so much training that I don't know, not always able to keep up.
Mm-hmm.
So we've talked about the Liver King a couple times.
Yeah.
You know, just kind of joking around like that.
Yep.
Do you eat liver?
No, I never have before, but I would not be opposed to trying it. I've heard mixed things about it. I've heard some people say they enjoy it. Some enjoy it raw. But I've heard other people say they hate the taste of it. So I'd be open to it. I see it at Super Saver all the time. Just never went out of my way to buy it.
Right. Yeah.
Have you ever tried it?
Not raw, but
Have you tried it like cooked before though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And anytime that we have like ground beef or anything like that, my wife always puts like liver or heart meat or some kind of organ meat in our, and she makes a big shake every morning that we normally split.
Yeah.
And that has 20 grams of raw liver in it.
Holy shit.
But you can't taste it because I mean there's also like bananas and whey protein and whatever else in there. But every once in a while you get like a weird clot through the straw. Like, yeah, if I ever feel like it's like it getting stuck, I'm like, oh.
There's a chunk of liver.
Yeah. I bet you just gotta shoot it out.
Just like
Yeah, but yeah, no, I would like to be primal. I would like to eventually have some raw liver. We should maybe have some raw liver and testes sometime after wrestling or something. Yeah. Do you have any thoughts about the Anderson Silva Jake Paul fight tonight, or?
I hope Anderson's the one to finally do it, but I don't know. I don't know if it's rigged or if it's not anymore, you know, but I haven't kept up with it too much, honestly, so, but I would hope to see Anderson come out with a win. By knockout, that would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? I mean, Jake Paul, he seems like he's a pretty solid boxer himself, too, so.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going either way.
Yeah, like you.
But Anderson Silva with his, you know, decades of mixed martial arts experience. I mean, even watching him boxing too. I mean, God, he just lights guys up.
Right, and I don't know. Like, I do feel like a little bit hopeful because this is actually going to be a real fight. I think.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, Jake normally really fights. You know, I think that some of them are exhibitions and you know stuff like that. But I think that all of Jake's fights are actually real, and I don't want to see him murk Anderson Silva. That would make me really upset.
I know. Yeah, I grew up a really big fan of Anderson Silva. It'd be tough seeing the Spider get knocked out.
Right. But, yeah, I don't know.
Because who did Anderson Silva... Who was his last fight they had in boxing? Was that Tito?
I do do believe he boxed Tito. I think he was supposed to box Oscar De La Hoya, or no, maybe that was Vitor.
He did De La Hoya, I think, because whoever Vitor had, he beat the shit out of him.
Yeah. I want to say it was like somebody like Chavez Jr. or something like that. I don't know. I would need to look back, but yeah, no. Anything else going on?
No, not really. Just been training my ass off. I mean, preparing like I have a fight in December. I don't have one at the moment, but no, just training and working. Honestly, it's been my life for the last 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's good. And yeah. Well, if you're all good, we'll have to get together again sometime,
Yeah,
and
sure, man.
we'll let you get to fixing your back.
All right, thanks, sir.
Thanks a lot.